sir.
Today you have Mr.
Groda, that's right.
Here with us. He used to live in Boston, and we know where Boston is on the map. We found it, didn't we? So we all know where Boston is, and he lived there, and he decided, he sold his company, he told me, and I'll let him tell you, but we're happy to have you here with us today.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. This is such a great big crowd. Very excited about this. My name's William. Please don't call me Mr. Groda. My father's Mr. Groda, and if you say Mr., that makes me feel much older than I want to feel. So I would appreciate William, or anything but Willie. I'm doing this crazy thing. I have a solar-powered bicycle. Well, it's actually a tricycle. It has 3 wheels. And I'm pedaling it all the way from California to Boston. And why am I doing that? What a silly thing. It's 4,000 miles. And it's cold outside. It's starting to snow. Well, the reason I'm doing it... Okay, why do you think I'm doing it? I don't know if anyone's done it before, but I'll try. Yes?
Save energy for the...
That's really close. I am saving energy, but the reason I'm doing this is because I like to stop at schools along the way and talk to students just like you about alternative energy, about solar power, and more importantly about a concept called sustainability. Now whether you've heard the term sustainability or not, can everyone hear me?
No, they can't hear it. They've got the recessed sound, so they cannot hear back here. Sorry.
I thought I was projecting.
I know. You were, but they're projecting as well.
Is this better? Turn it on.
You got it.
Yeah, hold it up.
You got to put. It slides up.
Slides up. Okay.
Does it slide in?
This better?
And click on the side.
Click on the, is it green on the side?
Yeah.
Owsley, can you hear me? No?
Oh, it's not coming through the internet.
We turned it down to watch our movie. It was so loud.
Testing.
Test.
Similar.
Is it green?
All right. No, the green button.
It is on.
I can just shout. If I have no voice, how's this? Better?
Yeah.
All right. If I'm shouting, oh, there we go. I can hear it now. A little bit of feedback. Okay, great. So I'm doing this this crazy bike trip because I like to stop.
Just take one step forward if you can, or the kid's in the way. There's come a dead spot.
Okay, that better? All right. Well, let's start again. I'm hearing crazy. And I'll just shout.
Okay. Is it driving you crazy? It takes a while to get.
Loud enough back there for you guys?
Yes.
All right, great. So, stopping at schools along the way to talk to students such as yourselves about sustainability and things that we can do to help the environment, which is very, very important to me. My generation didn't do the best job of taking care of this planet, getting it ready for you guys, and so I think it's really important that we teach you and show you ways that you can help the planet so it's just as fantastic and beautiful and full of opportunity when you grow up as it was for us when we came along. But what I'm going to do today is talk a little bit about this concept, sustainability, and then read to you one of my all-time favorite books, The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Now, has anyone read this before? Okay, we see a few hands. It's a pretty cool book, isn't it? Yeah. Silly rhyming words, but good pictures, and it makes for a good story. Well, anyway, so the reason I'm writing, my mission, is to teach kids about sustainability. Does anybody here want to take a stab at what sustainability means? There's no right or wrong answer, so just if you have an idea, shout it out or raise your hand. Okay, well, it's really, really simple. Sustainability is just about making a good thing last as long as it possibly can. So what would be really awesome? Like a sustainable birthday party? A sustainable ice cream sundae? That would be pretty cool. Well, think of really neat things, and if you want to make a really neat thing more sustainable, all you're really doing is trying to figure out ways to make that thing last longer so you can enjoy it more and so other people can enjoy it in the future. Does that make sense? Because if it's a good thing, hey, you might as well make it last as long as possible. Well, I think the earth is a pretty cool thing, and that nature is a really good thing. And there are all sorts of great things that we can do to make the earth more sustainable and to make nature and our life in it more sustainable. And when I get done reading the book, well, while I'm reading the book, why don't you guys think about that? Because there's some really interesting themes in the book that we can talk about afterwards, okay? Does anyone have any questions? All right. Let me see if I can... Here we go. The Lorax. All right. So I'm going to read it from here, and you guys can look at the pictures. At the far end of town, where the grickle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing, excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today, where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before somebody lifted the Lorax away. What was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of town where the grickle grass grows, the old Onceler still lives there. Ask him, he knows. You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock on his door. He stays in his lurkum on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkum, cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of muffled moof. Does anybody know what that is? That's the stuff that catches in your clothes dryer in the lint trap. Anyway, and on special dank midnights in August, he peeks out of the shut.